How's it going, everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be starting a new series called 100 Kills Only, in which we'll be killing 100 of every animal in New World, calculating how much gold per minute I make off of them, and then putting all that information onto a leaderboard to determine which animals are the most profitable in-game. Before we get into that, please consider giving the video a like, and subscribing to the channel. It helps out massively. Now, let's get into it. Every episode will be killing 3 different kinds of animals, and today, in episode 1, we're going to start off with a simple and easy animal in the goat, and then we're going to move on to the lynx, and finally finish up with a bit more tricky of an animal in the alligator. Before we get started, let's go over a few quick series guidelines. For starters, I'll be doing all of these kills in a pretty average set of luck gear, with roughly 40% luck in total. You'll see on screen the gear I'll be using. I'll also be PvP flagged, with luck food and pretty decent tools. However, I will not be including any motes earned from my tools, because that will affect the coin per minute numbers because of the different mote types. I also have 3 basic loot luck trophies slotted in my house, which will increase my luck a bit. At the end of each set of 100 kills, I will sell all the items on the trade post via sell orders, and any gear up to purple will be salvaged unless it's named. Named and legendary items will either be sold, or if they are bind on pickup, price will be determined based on similar items to it on the trade post. Now that that's all out of the way, let's get started with animal number 1, the goat. When deciding where to grind out the 100 kills, I wanted the highest possible level goats to kill. So looking at all the goat spawns in New World, it was clear my best options were either up in Shattered Mountain or in Brimstone Sands. After checking both locations, I found out that both sets of goats are level 64, so from there I just headed to the spot with the most spawns and started the grind. I settled on killing the Head Jet goats. Weird name, I know. These goats take roughly 5 to 6 minutes to respawn, but because I had 19 goat spawns in this small area, it was a pretty easy and relaxing grind with a constant flow of goats to kill. It took me 33 minutes and 20 seconds to complete the 100 kills, and I managed to gain 1,623 raw hides, 100 red meat, 6 enriched red meat, and 2 prime red meat. Plus I got an extra 42.3 gold from the kills themselves. From here, I headed to the trade post to put everything up via sell orders, and managed to bring in a grand total of 516.74 gold for the 33 minutes of grinding. That means killing goats got me roughly 15.56 gold per minute. Since that was the first animal we did, goats will make their way to the top of the leaderboard, but I reckon they won't hold that position for very long. Next up, we went to kill 100 lynx, hoping that we could beat the 15 gold per minute we made killing goats. When picking which lynx to grind, the wiki wasn't much help, so because there were so few spawns around the map, I just went to each spawn in Eden Grove until I found the highest level set of lynx, and that was level 57 up in the northwest of the zone. There was only 8 spawns up here though, and with a respawn time of 3 to 4 minutes for our lynx, and some high level mobs surrounding them, it was shaping up to be a very long grind. 45 minutes and 37 seconds of grinding later, the kills were complete. From 100 lynx kills, I managed to gather 1,766 iron hide, 19 scar hide, 4 smolder hide, 2 infused fur, 29 animal eyes, 48 red meat, 28 prime red meat, 2 infused fangs, 3 jagged animal fangs, 1 pristine animal fang, 3 animal fangs, 2 callous mangy hides, 1 vial of withered essence, 5 tier 4 potions, 3 tier 4 mana potions, and 110 air motes, which won't count towards the gold per minute, but would have been an extra 153 gold if you were to include it. Along with all of that, I also got an additional 71.6 coins from the kills and salvaging the items dropped from the lynx. This grind was significantly more of a pain than the goats, because for some reason, lynx do not guarantee a drop of red meat per kill, so I had to keep track of my kills manually, whereas with the goats I could keep track off the meat stack number. After posting up everything I got from this grind via sell order, I was left with 489.93 gold from this 45-minute grind. That's a total of 10.79 gold per minute, which surprisingly is less than the goats, putting lynx below them on the leaderboards. I think the reason for this could be due to how much longer it takes to kill a lynx than a goat, plus some of the items I got from the grind had little to no value on the market. Next up we move on to the alligators, and surely they should overtake goats to take the number 1 spot. There was one clear spot to grind when it came to this creature, and that was in Brimstone Sands. Because of the high level of the zone, and the abundance of spawns, this was shaping up to be a pretty decent place to grind. There was a few options for places to go though, so after jumping from spot to spot checking the levels and terrain, I finally settled on grinding my 100 kills out over here, on the south side beach. where the watershed alligators and sacred Sobakians are between level 61 and 62. Unlike the previous two mobs, these guys can actually drop legendary items, so hopefully we get some good luck here. Alligators take roughly 5 minutes to respawn, and with 13 spawns here, it shouldn't be too bad of a grind. Following the same theme as the Lynx though, alligators don't always drop red meat, so again, this is going to make the process a bit longer manually keeping track of my kill count. Even though the spawns were all close together, this ended up being the longest grind of the lot due to how many hits it took to take down the alligators. After 54 minutes and 15 seconds, I finished up my 100 kills. From these kills I managed to gather 2,273 ironhide, 46 scarhide, 13 smolderhide, 3 scaly hide, 25 enriched meat, 21 prime red meat, 47 red meat, 1 vial of withered essence, 2 callous mangy hides, 1 animal fang, 1 jagged animal fang, 2 infused fangs, 4 tier 5 health potions, 1 tier 5 regen potion, and 1 river glyph stone. I also managed 104 coins from killing the gators and salvaging the gear dropped by them. Additionally, I gained 97 air motes from skinning, which would have brought me an extra 133 gold, but that will not be included in the coins per minute calculations. After listing everything up on the trade post, I managed to bring in 994.23 gold for 54 minutes of grinding, bringing the coins per minute in at 18.36, making alligators the most profitable grind of this episode, and putting them in the #1 spot on the leaderboards ahead of the goats. But that about brings an end to episode 1. I would love to get some feedback on this series from you all. Which animal would you like to see in the next episode? And which do you think will end up as the all-time #1 once we've gone through every animal? Also, please leave a like on the video. If we get up to 150 likes, I'll put together and upload episode 2 tomorrow. If you have any suggestions on how I can make this series better, it's much appreciated, because this is just the first series of 3. Eventually I want to do the same thing as this, but for named bosses and even gatherable resources. Let me know if you'd like to see that. And while you're at it, why not subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. We just passed the 1,000 subscriber milestone, which is massive for the channel, so I just wanted to say thank you to all of you who have been supporting the videos so far. I've really enjoyed making them. New World has a very exciting year ahead for it, and I for one am very excited to keep making videos and documenting the rise of this great game. I hope you'll stick along with me on the journey, but until next time, have a good one. Thanks for watching another video. If you'd like to watch the next episode, if it's available, then click on the video on top, or click on the video under it for a random New World video. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel.